Well, hi guys, this is some comfrey. It grows sort of wild on a little woodland area near my allotment, so I'm going to be harvesting some of this. It's a decent size now. I'm going to be using it in my potato trenches. So anyway, I'm going to get on and harvest it, and then I'll show you how I plant my potatoes. Alright folks, well today I'm going to be putting in my main crop potatoes. I'm going to dig 2 trenches along this bed, about 75 centimetres apart. And I'm going to line the trench with some of this, my homemade compost. I've sifted it, it's reasonably well broken down now, and I'm going to put comfrey leaves. I'm going to chop them up a little bit and put them in the trench as well. So I'm going to get on and dig the trenches, and then I'll show you how I put them in. First I'm going to get some of this comfrey and rip it up a little bit, then start putting it in the hole. Now I'm going to take some compost and put it in the bottom of the trench as well. It's a generous amount. If I had more, I'd probably put more in, but this is what I've got, so the trench looks like this now. Now I'm ready to put the potatoes in. So I'm going to space them. About, well, they're supposed to be about 45 centimetres apart, but I don't think they'll all fit. So I'm probably going to space them a little bit closer, maybe about 40 centimetres. And let's put them in. Put them with the eyes facing up this way. Couldn't be easier really, it's a pretty quick job. So this is the potatoes in the trench. They're Golden Wonder. They're about 35 to 40 centimetres apart. And then I'm going to loosely cover them over with soil. Be careful when you first put the soil over not to damage the chits. And then once they're covered, you can just bung the rest over. And then I'm going to dig the next trench. And the reason why I put all this fertiliser in, the compost and the comfrey, is because main crop potatoes are pretty hungry plants. So they need a lot of food. The comfrey will give them a nice shot of potassium when it decomposes, and that helps to get nice big potatoes. Okay, well the second trench is dug now. It's 75 centimetres from the previous trench, and now I'm going to put the comfrey and some more compost in again, like I did before. Same thing again with the comfrey, ripping it up and putting it in the trench. I don't quite have as much as I had before, but that's all right. I can use it as an experiment to see which trench grows better. I imagine the one with the more comfrey will grow better, but we'll see. The leaves of this stuff are a bit abrasive, so if you get a nasty reaction to it, wear gloves, but I'm fine with it. And now the compost again goes in. Quite nice, rotten down stuff. There's a few bits of twigs in there, but they're pretty rotten down, so it's fine. If you've got any big bits of twigs, then try and keep them out because they'll rob nitrogen from the soil. Now to put the next lot of potatoes in. Same variety, this one's 4 Golden Wonder. They're a main crop, so they're going to be in there for a while. the only job now is to cover them over. I'm going to rake the whole area to make it nice and flat, and that's it, and then I'll let them see them grow. If you were doing this with first and second earlies, you could do exactly the same thing with the comfrey and the compost, or you could use any other kind of fertiliser you want, like fish blood and bone or something. But I've opted for the comfrey because it's high in potassium and it'll make really big potatoes. If you're doing first and second earlies, the rows can be a little bit closer together, about 60 centimetres, and between the plants they can also be closer together, about 30 centimetres between the tubers. So I'll move to finishing this off.